moment just to kind of settle in. If you are joining us today, me and my lovely assistant, and our lovely assistant, hopefully he hangs out with us. We'll see how he feels. Say hi. If you're joining in for the yoga, thank you. If you're coming in to hear Brock's nice tunes, thank you. Maybe you want to just kind of watch and see what it's all about, listen to the music, wherever you are in your day. I appreciate you joining and tuning in. If you're coming and moving along with me, you might want to bring along 2 blocks. If you don't have blocks, that's okay. Maybe you have a big, thick book or a couple books that you can stack on top of each other. But it's really not necessary. It just might be helpful, but I'll give you all the different modifications for everything. So, coming to a comfortable seat wherever you are, bringing the hands down to your lap. Start to settle into this space. Closing your eyes. Noticing how it feels for the earth to support you completely. Noticing all the little different sensations going on inside your body, inside your minds, your spirits, all the things that come up when we just take a moment to ourselves. Noticing the natural rise and fall of your chest as you breathe. So not trying to change it too much just yet, but trying to bring awareness. Is it a little bit fast-paced? Is it slower paced? Maybe you're a little anxious today. Maybe you've had a rough morning. Hopefully this calms you down a bit. Or whenever you decide to check this video out. Wherever you are in your breath, we're going to exhale out completely, letting it go. Taking a nice deep inhale through the nose, nice and slow. Feel as your belly rises. And then your chest. Taking that breath to every inch of your body. Pausing at the top. And then open the lips. Sigh out, letting go of any tension, stress, any anxiety. Let it out here. A couple more breaths like this. Next inhale, fill up. Creating this beautiful space throughout the whole body. Pausing when you get to the top. And then open up. And let it go. Filling up. Taking that inhale to every inch of your body, the tips of your toes and your fingertips. And then open up and let it go. Beautiful, guys. The next time you inhale, we're going to reach those hands up overhead, bringing the palms together. As you exhale, let's take that prayer down to the heart. Pausing here for a moment, reflecting on what brought you to this space. Maybe it's my Facebook post, maybe you wanted to try something a little different, or maybe you wanted to continue on a practice that you already have. Whatever it is, being grateful for this moment, this time that you took for yourself. Moment of gratitude, and let's seal this in with the breath as you inhale. Feel as the chest rises up to the thumbs, and as you exhale, let it settle. Beautiful, guys. Next time you inhale, we're going to reach those hands up overhead, taking a little side stretch. So as you exhale, that right hand's going to come down. We're going to reach that left hand over the ear. Maybe you stay on your right fingertips, maybe the palm. Maybe you come down towards your forearm. Wherever you are, try to keep the left sit bone rooted to the earth. Relaxing both shoulders, your gaze can come up towards the sky. Awesome. As we inhale, we're going to lift up, keeping those right fingertips on the earth. As you exhale, just let that left shoulder fall down towards that left ear, come down towards your left shoulder. Taking that left hand to your temple, and just letting it softly open up the side of your neck here. Maybe you walk those right fingertips out slightly, feeling that yummy stretch. Awesome. As you inhale, we're going to reach both hands up. And then as you exhale, just take that nice stretch on the opposite side so your left hand comes down, right hand reaches over the ear. Finding your edge, that right sit bone stays connected. So maybe you're on your fingertips, on the palm, maybe you come down towards that forearm. Wherever it feels really yummy, just hang out there. The gaze can come up towards the sky, relax those shoulders. Awesome, guys. Inhale, lifts you up, keeping those left fingertips on the mat. Right ear drops down to the shoulder. Let that right hand softly come onto the temple. So not pressing down. Just let the weight of the hand open up that neck. Maybe you walk those left fingertips out a little bit more if that feels good. Awesome. As we inhale, we're just going to lift both hands back up. And as you exhale, we're going to take a forward fold, walking those hands out in front of you. Allowing that chin to kind of fall down, finding your edge, your back and round here. Maybe you take a few side stretches. We can walk those hands off to the right. Exhale here. As you inhale, just walk those hands through center. And then as you exhale, take those hands off to the left. Awesome. Your inhale takes you back through center. Exhale to settle down into this fold for a moment. And then as you inhale, we're just going to walk those hands back up nice and slow. Bringing your feet together, soles of the feet come together. Coming to our Baddha Konasana. Letting those legs open out wide. The closer the heels are to you, the deeper the stretch. So you might want to press those heels out slightly. You can stay seated upright. Maybe your knees are up here, maybe they're a little lower. Wherever they are is perfect. Grabbing the inner blades of the feet. If you want to fold forward, as you inhale, we're going to lift that chest. And then as you exhale, imagine opening those feet like they're pages in a book. And just start to fold down nice and slow from your hips. Let your elbows kind of help to open those hips a bit more. Wherever your edge is, hang out there for a breath or two. Awesome. Coming back up as you inhale, we're going to lift up nice and slow. We're going to find our boat pose, starting to fire up the core nice and slowly here to start. So bringing those knees together, finding what boat works for you. We have a few different options. We can take the hands behind the back, draw those shoulder blades together, soles of the feet to the earth, lift your chest to your thighs, pull that belly in. I can already start to feel this kind of burning, yummy sensation in the core, just like this. So maybe this is where you want to stay, it's perfect. Maybe you lift those legs up parallel, adding a little extra here. Keep lifting that chest towards your thighs. Maybe one hand reaches out, maybe both. Relaxing those shoulders. We're going to pause here for a few breaths. He's helping me. He's a really good assistant. Relaxing those shoulders here. Take a breath in. Maybe we stay still, no problem. If you want to move as we inhale, we're going to come halfway down. Exhale, use that breath to lift you up, pull the belly in. Inhale, halfway down. Exhale, pull up. Awesome. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, lift. 3 more like this. about 5, my count of 5. So halfway down, maybe those hands are behind you. Maybe you reach them towards the front of your mat. For 5, 4, smile, 3, 2, 1. Slowly letting this go, coming all the way down to the mat. Drawing those knees into the chest. You can rock yourself back and forth, massaging your lower back on the mat. Beautiful. We're going to come through center, stillness. We're going to let that right knee come into the chest. Straighten the left leg up to the sky. And as you exhale, just let that left leg slowly descend to the mat. Maybe that heel comes down, that left leg can stay straight. Or maybe you need a little more space today. Just bend into the left knee, letting that sole of the foot come to the earth. Awesome. Pulling that right knee over to your right armpit. You can start to circle that right ankle one way, and then we'll circle it the other way. Just straightening the right leg up to the sky, finding a clasp behind your thigh. If that's accessible, maybe your calf. Maybe you reach up to your big toe. Breathe into this. Beautiful. Opening the hip here. We're going to let that left hand come on top of your left hip. Breathe in. And as you exhale, we're just going to open that right leg over to the right, finding your edge. Try to keep the left hip grounded so we're not lifting it up. Awesome. Inhale's going to bring you back through center. Bending into that right knee. Let that right hand come down to the mat. We're just going to take a twist, taking that right knee over to the left, gazing over your right shoulder. Awesome. Inhale brings you back up through center. Bending into your left knee, we're going to place your right ankle on top of your left thigh. Finding our pigeon pose, recline pigeon pose. Pressing that right knee away from you, opening up that hip. Maybe that left knee comes into the chest. Finding a clasp behind that left thigh or in front of the shin. Wherever you are, just relax. Beautiful. Releasing that foot if you had it. Letting that left leg come down. Both legs are going to straighten up to the sky. Breathe in. And then as you exhale, that left knee is going to come in. We're going to drop that right leg down towards the earth. Just taking this to the opposite side, opening up the body. That right leg can stay straight or you can bend the knee. Drawing that left knee to your left armpit, opening up that hip slightly. You can circle that ankle one way and then circle it the other way. Starting to straighten that left leg up to the sky. When you're ready, flexing that foot, finding whatever's accessible for you here, finding that clasp, breathing into the back of that leg. And then from here, we're going to open the hip. So you're going to place your right hands on top of your right hip, taking that left hand to your left leg or maybe the foot. So just start to open that hip, that leg over to the left. Keeping that right hip grounded. Beautiful. Next time you inhale, we're going to come up through center, bending into that left knee, taking our twist, grabbing a hold of that left knee with the right hands, bringing it over to the right, just gazing over that left shoulder. Nice, yummy twist. One of my favorites. Coming back through center when you're ready, finding that pigeon pose, bending into the right knee if it wasn't already bent. Let your foot come down to the earth. Left ankle comes on top of that thigh. Just start to press that left knee away from you. This might feel yummy. You can stay right here, no problem. Or we can start to draw that right knee in towards the body. Holding this here wherever you are. Just relaxing into the pose, breathing into your hips. And then slowly releasing that right foot back down to the mat. Both legs are going to lift up to the sky as you inhale. Bringing the hands by our sides, palms can face down or up. Exhale, we're just going to let those legs hover over the mat, just about 2 to 3 inches, maybe a foot. Actually, it doesn't matter how far or how close they are to the mat. We're trying to pull that belly into the spine, letting that lower back stay connected. Holding this here for a breath or 2. And then on your next exhale, we're going to lift up to our boat pose. So maybe you drop the feet for this, or maybe as you exhale, you use that core to lift you up. Beautiful. Holding this smile here just for a breath. If you're shaking, that's okay. And we're just going to cross at the ankles. We're going to make our way to our tabletop. So bringing those knees down to the mat. However you'd like to get here, shoulders stack over the wrists, and those knees are going to stack over under the hips. As you inhale, we're going to drop the belly, lift the gaze, finding our cows and cats. As you exhale, round into the spine, draw that chin to the chest. A few more like this. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale to round into the spine, chin to the chest. Taking a couple more. Maybe you stick with these traditional cat-cows. Maybe you want to move a little more organically wherever you are here. If you need a little more on the side body, you can start to stretch that out. Maybe you roll those hips. You can roll your head around in a circle, whatever feels good on your neck. Moving with the breath here is all I ask. Listening to all those little creaks and cranks in the body, opening up. Taking one more breath wherever you are. We're going to make our way back to that tabletop. Finding that stillness when you're ready, taking your time. You can always meet us here in a little bit. So finding that table, suck that belly in up towards the spine, nice strong core. We're going to find a balance here. Starting with that right leg, we're going to straighten the right leg. Toes can stay on the mat. We're just going to press that heel away. Opening up that leg and then slowly lifting that right leg up parallel to your mat. Maybe you come onto your left fingertips. Maybe you reach that left hand out. Beautiful. Breathing into this. We're going to move here if you like. Option just to stay, kind of simmer in this balance. Or options to move with me as you inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the elbow to the knee. This time as you inhale, we're actually going to take the left hand out to the left, right leg out to the right. Those limbs can be bent or straight, your choice. And then exhale, draw it back through center. Inhale, lengthen. Awesome. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, out to the right, out to the left. Open up like we're an airplane. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, open. Exhale to the center. Beautiful. 2 more times. Using that breath. Last one. Beautiful. Inhale, lengthen. Finding this balance once again. You can stay right here. You can start to bend into that back knee. Reaching around with the left hand, maybe you find the foot. If you have that foot, start to kick the foot into the hand, lift that heart. Beautiful. We're going to inhale here, find that balance, keep the right leg straight. We're just going to let that left hand come down to your mat. We're going to step that right foot over the left, finding a little side stretch as you exhale. Gaze over that left shoulder. Beautiful. Inhale brings you back through center. That right knee's going to find the mat, finding that table once again. Finding one cat and cow to kind of flush this out as you inhale. Drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round into the spine, chin to the chest. Coming back through that neutral table. We're going to take that little sequence to the opposite side. So starting with that left foot, straightening that left foot up behind you. Keeping those toes planted to the earth. Just press that heel away from you, opening up that calf. And then coming back through center, lifting that leg up. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you come onto your fingers on the right side. Or those right hands reach out. Finding that balance. Smile. You guys got it. Wherever you are, just simmer for a moment. And then the option to stay here. Option as you inhale, lengthen. Exhale, we're going to draw the elbow to the knee, curl it in. Inhale out to the side, open up to these airplanes. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, open. Exhale to the center. Beautiful. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, up, open, airplane. Exhale, pull it in. 2 more like this. Moving along with the breath. Or maybe you're just staying in that balance, holding that. That's perfectly fine. If you're moving, this is the last one. Beautiful, guys. Coming back to that balance, we're all going to meet here. Maybe you stay right here. Maybe you bend it to that back knee. Finding that foot with the right hand, or just reaching for it today, wherever you are, is perfectly fine. If you have that foot, we'll start to kick it into the hand, lift that chest. Beautiful. Slowly releasing this as you inhale. Keeping that left leg straight, we're just going to drop that right hand down. Step that left foot over the right, and then just start to gaze over your right shoulder as you exhale. Opening up the left side of your body. Awesome. Inhale draws you back through center. Let that left knee find the mat. Taking 1 cat and cow here as you inhale. Drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round into your spine, chin to the chest. Tucking those toes if they're not already tucked. We're going to keep this rounded spine as we lift up to our down dog. So as you exhale, lift those knees off your mat slowly, hips lift up to the sky. Finding that down dog. There's a dog between my down dog. Maybe there's a dog between yours. Take a breath here. Open the lips, exhale it out. Release. If you want to walk your dog out, you can bend into one knee and then the other, letting this feel really nice and yummy. If you're walking your dog, you're going to move back through stillness. Straightening those legs towards straight. It's okay if there's a little bend into the knees. As you inhale, we're all going to bend the knees slightly. And as you exhale, we're just going to take a little walk all the way up towards the top of your mat. Inhale, when you get here, flat back. Exhale, fold, let it go. You can bend your knees here in any forward fold that you take. We can grab a hold of opposite elbows if that feels good. Your feet can step about hip distance apart. Relaxing here wherever you are. Let your head and neck completely hang heavy. Beautiful. Coming through stillness, releasing those hands. A little bend in the knees as you inhale. We're going to roll up 1 vertebrae at a time, nice and slow, like you're giving your spine a nice massage. Reaching those hands overhead as you get to the top. And as you exhale, take that prayer down to your heart. Settling in here, noticing any sensations that you may be feeling. Let your feet ground down into the earth. Let your crown of the head shoot up towards the sky. Noticing these opposite forces in your own body and the world around us. On your next inhale, we're going to lift those hands up overhead, reach. As you exhale, start to hinge from the hips, bending the knees if you need to, folding forward, let this go. Inhale draws you up flat back, halfway, maybe the hands to the shins. And then as we exhale, we're going to step back to our here, you can modify any plank by bringing your knees down. Wherever you are, draw that belly up towards the spine. Beautiful, guys. We're going to hold our chaturanga for a little longer than normal. So if you need to modify, by all means, let those knees come down. I'm going to modify for the first one. So breathe in here. And as you exhale, we're just going to bend the elbows halfway. So the shoulders align with the elbows. Pausing here for 5, 4, you got it, 2, awesome, 1, come all the way down to the belly. Untucking the toes from the tops of the feet, find the mat. Taking our cobra poses, press the tops of the feet down. As you inhale, come up to your edge, the fat chest, the fat heart. Exhale to release, let it go. Maybe you stay here with the palms right near the ribs. Maybe we take those fingers off your mat, elbows face up towards the sky. As you inhale, lift up. You can gaze over your right shoulder. And then as you exhale, gaze forward and release. Wherever you'd like the hands here, your choice. Last one, as you inhale, lift up. Maybe you gaze over the left shoulder. And then gazing forward, exhale to let it go. Beautiful, taking those hands by your ribs if they weren't already there. We're gonna tuck the toes. Either lift up with those knees grounded, modified plank, or lift those knees up to your plank. And then as you exhale, lift the hips up to the sky, find your down dog. Beautiful, take a breath in. Open your lips. Sigh this out. Bending into those knees. Once again, we're going to walk towards the top of your mats. Maybe you take a step or a hop. As you inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold, let it go. Inhale, reaches you up, hands over the head. Exhale, bring those hands to the heart. Beautiful. Inhale, lift those hands up, reach. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Let it go, fold forward. Bending those knees if you'd like, if you need to. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step back to your plank pose. Maybe modify it. Maybe with those legs, knees lifted. Wherever you are, pull that belly up to the spine and smile. We're going to hold that chaturanga this one last time. So modify if you need to. Inhale to prepare. Exhale halfway. Hold this. Beautiful, guys. Smile here. Next time you breathe in, lift up dog or cobra. Exhale back to your down dog. Take a breath in. Open the lips. Sigh it out. Awesome, guys. We're just going to take one more vinyasa like that, a little faster. So making your way to the top of your mats. As you inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale to fold. Inhale, lifts you all the way up, hands over the head. This time we're going to flow right into it. As you exhale, hinge forward, let this go. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step back to your plank pose. Beautiful, guys. We're just going to take our vinyasa here. We won't hold that chaturanga. So take a breath in. Exhale, halfway. Maybe all the way down, your choice. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Taking a nice yummy breath in. Open the lips. Let it go. Beautiful, guys. That right leg's going to lift when you're ready. Next time you breathe in, lift up. And then as you exhale, we're going to open that right hip. Stack the right hip on top of the left. Awesome, guys. Inhale, reach that right leg back up to the sky, three-legged dog. As you exhale, we're going to pull the right knee into the nose. And then step that foot between the hands. Back knee's going to come onto the mat. As you inhale, we lift up to our low lunge. Relaxing those shoulders. Settling down into that left hip here. Breathe in. Maybe take a little back bend if that feels good. Reaching those hands towards the back of the mat. And then as you exhale, that left hand's going to come to the inside of your right foot, right hand's gonna reach up to the sky. Beautiful, guys. You can stay right here, or you can bend into that back knee. You can reach that right hand for your back foot. If you have that foot, it's okay if you don't. If we're just reaching, if we're just trying to bend, wherever you are is perfect. But if you have that foot, you can start to pull that heel in towards your glutes. Beautiful, guys. Slowly releasing that foot if you had it. Taking that right hand to the inside of your right foot. So both hands are on the inside. We're coming to our lizard pose. If you have a block here, or a book, or something to use to bring that mat up to you, that could be helpful. Maybe you drop your forearms onto that block or book. Maybe you have a little more space and you want to take those forearms to your mat. But if you're here with those palms up, staying right here is perfectly fine. So find what works for you. If you want to add a little more fire in the back leg, start to tuck those back toes and just lift that back knee up. Wherever you are is beautiful. Just breathe into it. Close your eyes and notice what's happening. Beautiful, guys. If your forearms were down, we're all going to lift back up onto the palms. We're all going to tuck the back toes, lift that back knee up. We're going to step forward to our malasana or our yogi squat. So take a breath in to prepare. And as you exhale, left foot's going to step to the outside of your left hand. Beautiful, guys. You can stay here, however low you come down. So maybe your yogi squat is up here. If you have a block, you can place the block underneath your bum and then you just take a seat on that block. No problem. If you're all the way down here with me, no problem. Wherever you are, just hang out there for a moment. Try to bring that prayer together. Lift that chest up towards your thumbs. Taking a few breaths, just opening the hips. Awesome, guys. If you want to stay still, that's fine. If you want to take a little bind, you can reach that right hand in front of your right shin. Inhale, left hand reaches up to the sky. Relaxing your shoulders. Maybe you take that bind, bringing both hands behind your right hip. You can clasp the fingers if you have it. Wherever you are is perfect. Sound like a broken record, but it's true. Gazing over that left shoulder, just opening up. Inhale brings you back through center. If you're moving along as you exhale, that left hand's going to come in front of the left shin. Right hand reaches up to the sky. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you take those hands behind you. Find that clasp. Beautiful. Next time we inhale, we're all going to meet in the center. Taking those hands down to the earth. We're going to find that lizard pose once again. So palms come down. We're going to step the left foot back to the back of your mat. This time that right hand's going to lift up. So as we inhale, we're just going to lift that right hand maybe to the top of your right thigh. Opening up that chest. Maybe it reaches up to the sky. Beautiful. Rolling onto the outer edge of your back foot, and then we're going to turn those right toes to face the right edge of your mat. Inhale to reach those hips up, like if someone's pulling your hips over the string. And as you exhale, we're going to hover over the mat. Inhale lifts you up. We're going to start to face the front of the mat, taking both hands to either side of that front foot. Step that front foot back to your down dog. Take a breath in. Open the lips. Sigh it out. Beautiful, guys. Taking a breath in here. We're going to move through vinyasa. Roll forward to your plank pose. Modify if you need to. Exhale halfway or all the way down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath in. Open the lips. Sigh this out. you're ready, that left leg lifts, three-legged dog. And as you exhale, we're going to bend into that left knee, stacking that hip over the right. Awesome. Inhales, bring you back to that three-legged dog, left leg straight. And as you exhale, draw the shoulders over the wrist, left knee tucks in towards the nose. Flexing that left foot, we're going to step in between the hands. Back knee's going to come down. As you inhale, we're going to lift up to that low lunge. Exhale to settle. Releasing that right hip towards the earth. Just kind of hanging out here for a moment. Awesome. When you're ready, take a breath in to lengthen. As you exhale, that right hand comes down to the inside of your left foot. Yes. Inhale, left hand reaches up to the sky, finding your twist. You can stay right here, no problem. Maybe we bend into that back knee. Maybe we reach that left hand for your back foot. Maybe you find the foot today. If you have the foot, not necessary, we'll start to pull that heel in towards the glutes. Nice. If you have the foot, we're going to release it nice and slow. Releasing that leg down to the mat. Inhale, left hand reaches up to the sky. Exhale, bring that left hand to the inside of your left foot, finding your lizard lunge. So maybe you keep the palms up on the mat. Maybe you use a block here, letting the forearms come down to your block or your book, whatever you have available. If you have that extra space, you can take those forearms down to your mat, your choice. And if you want to add a little fire in the back leg, tuck those back toes, just lift that back knee up off your mat. Wherever you are, breathing into that area that feels tight. Creating space with the breath. Let the tongue fall to the bottom of your mouth. Noticing if you're clenching your jaw, let that go as well as you can. Beautiful. If those forearms were down, we're going to bring the palms back up to your mat. We're going to find that yogi squat. So letting that back knee come up if it wasn't already. We're going to breathe in to prepare. And as you exhale, just step the right foot to the outside of your right hand. Finding your squat, wherever that is. And if you sit on the block, maybe you're up a little higher, or maybe you're all the way down here. Wherever you are, just bring the palms to the heart. Open that chest up towards the thumbs. Beautiful breaths. Beautiful, guys. Either staying here or just taking those twists. Once again, that right hand's going to come to the outside of your right foot or right shin. Inhale, lift that left hand up towards the sky. Maybe you take that bind. Inhale's going to bring you back through center. And as you exhale, that left arm in front of your left shin. Inhale, right hand up to the sky. Maybe you take that bind here, noticing the difference on each side. Back through center. We're going to step back to that lizard pose once again. So placing those palms on the earth. Lift your hips up. We're just going to step the right foot back. This time our right hand's going to stay grounded. We're going to draw that left hand up towards your thigh. Opening up the chest. Maybe you stay right here. Maybe that left hand reaches up. Taking that little hip stretch if you like. We're going to turn those left toes to face the left edge of your mat. Roll onto the outer blade of your back foot. Inhale, so lift you up. Reach those hips up to the sky. And as you exhale, lower. Awesome. Inhale, so lift you up. Turning yourself around to face the front of your mat. Finding that foundation. We're just going to step the left foot to the back of your mat, finding your down dog. Take a breath in. Open the lips. Let this go. up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful, guys. When you're ready, taking that breath in, open the lips, let it go. We're going to take just a little bit of a rest here, about 5 breaths. So maybe you want to stay in your dog for this. Maybe you want to come down to a child, dropping those knees softly on the mat, letting the hips fall back to the heels. Your knees can be out open a little wide, let your torso fall in between the thighs, or we can bring those knees together for a little more restorative version, letting that torso come on top of your thighs. So whatever feels good, just relax into the pose. Maybe you're still in your dog. Maybe you want to take a few more vinyasas if you want to fire up a little bit more. Taking about 3 more breaths here wherever you are. Beautiful, guys. Taking your time, we're going to reach up to our table if you're in your child's pose. Tucking the toes, we're all going to meet back in our down dog in your own time, taking your time to get here. As you exhale, lift those hips back up to the sky, down dog. That right leg's going to lift as you inhale. Exhale, we're going to draw that right knee to your right tricep, shoulders stack over the wrist. Inhale, kick it back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, right tri. Inhale, kick it back, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, right tri. You can hold it here. Or as you inhale, you're going to pull that right knee down to your right wrist. Exhale, pull it back up to your right tricep. Awesome. Inhale, kick it back, 3-legged dog. We're just going to open the hip, bending into that right knee, stacking that right hip on top of the left. Maybe you stay here. If you want to come to a wild thing, you could drop that right foot behind you, roll to the outer edge of your left foot. Right hand's going to reach up to the sky, reach those hips up. Awesome. Exhale to bring yourself back around nice and slow. Inhale back to your 3-legged dog. We're all going to meet here. And as you exhale, just take that right knee to your nose, step it between the hands. We're going to open up to our warrior 2. As you inhale, lift up, bending into your right knee, knee stacks over the ankle, give or take, and those left toes are pointing to the left edge of your mat. Reaching those hands out by your sides, relax the shoulders, settle into this. Use that breath. As you inhale, we're going to reach the right hand forward, flip the palm. Exhale, reverse, left hand down your left leg, right hand reaches over the ear. Beautiful. Inhale, brings you back through center. Exhale to a side angle. We're going to let that right elbow come down on top of your right thigh. Left hand reaches up to the sky. Or that left hand reaches over the left ear, your trace. Beautiful. On your next inhale, we're going to lift back up to that warrior 2. We're going to move with the breath here, kind of like a dance. So taking those poses, as you inhale, reach forward, exhale, reverse. Inhale, back to warrior 2. Exhale to your side angle. Inhale, lifts you up, warrior 2. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, back to your warrior 2. Exhale, side angle. One more like this. Inhale, lifts you up. Warrior 2. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, back. Warrior 2. Exhale, side angle. We're going to pause here. Hanging out in this side angle. You can stay with that elbow on the thigh. Or we can maybe take a block. Bring the right hand to the inner side of your right foot. Left hand up to the sky. Maybe we don't have a block. You just reach down towards the mat wherever you are. Breathe in. If you have a bind in your practice and you want to take it, you can reach the left hand behind you to your right hip crease. Maybe that right hand comes underneath the thigh and you find your fingertips. Not necessary. Maybe we're working towards that. One more breath here. And when you're ready, your inhale lifts you up, warrior two. We're gonna straighten that right leg, bend into your left knee, flexing your right toes, bring the hands to the heart. Maybe those hands reach out forward, framing the face. Awesome, taking the hands back to the heart, we're gonna find that warrior two once again. And then as you exhale, we're just going to cartwheel those hands to frame off the front foot, stepping our way back to our down dog. Walking that out if you'd like. Maybe you take a vinyasa, roll forward to your plank. Using that breath wherever you are. Everyone meeting in down dog when they're ready. Taking that breath in. Open the lips. Let it go. Beautiful, guys. When you're ready, we're going to lift that left leg up to the sky. As you exhale, we're going to pull the shoulders, open the wrist. Draw that left knee to your left tricep. Inhale, lifts you up, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left tri. Inhale, lifts you up, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left tri. Either holding it here, or maybe as you inhale, you pull it down to the wrist. Exhale, pull it up to your tricep. Inhale, we're all going to meet three-legged dog. Exhale to bend into that left knee, stack the hip. Beautiful, maybe we stay. Maybe we come to our wild thing, dropping that left foot behind you. Roll onto the outer edge of your right foot. Lift those hips up, lift that left hand up. Beautiful, guys. Wherever you are, we're going to make our way back to our three-legged dog, left leg lift. And as you exhale, pull that left knee to the nose, step it between the hands. Opening up to that warrior two as you inhale. Settle in. Relaxing those shoulders. Reaching those hands out by your sides. Maybe you gaze over that left middle finger. Beautiful, guys. Inhale, we're going to reach that left hand forward, flip the palm. Exhale, reverse. Right hand down your right thigh, left hand reaches over the ear. Inhale brings you back, warrior two. Exhale to your side angle, left elbow on top of your knee, softly. Right hand reaches up to the sky. Awesome, guys. Inhale reaches you back up, warrior two. We're going to find that little dance. So using the breath, flowing along to this groovy music. As you breathe in, we're going to reach that left hand forward, flip the palm. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, back to your warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. One more breath in, lift up. Exhale. Using that breath. Exhale, warrior, side angle. Letting that left elbow come on top of your knee. Right hand reaches up to the sky. Finding this, maybe you take that block, reaching that left hand to the inside of your left foot. Or maybe it just reaches down towards the mat. Right hand up to the sky. You can always keep that elbow on your knee. Wherever you are, settle here for a few moments. If you have that bind, you can take that right hand behind you. Maybe you reach that left hand underneath the thigh, finding those right fingertips. Opening that chest. Wherever you are is perfect. Hanging out on your edge. back to your warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel those hands, frame that front foot off. Stepping it back to our down dog. Take a breath in. Open the lips, take a yummy sigh out. Maybe you stay here, maybe you roll forward to your plank pose. Halfway or all the way down, taking that vinyasa like. Beautiful, guys. When you're ready, take a nice breath in. And as you exhale, let those knees drop down to the earth. Taking a cat and cow, inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale around into the spine, chin to your chest. Beautiful. A few more like this. And when you're ready, we're going to come to a comfortable seat. So maybe you cross at the ankles, you can sit over your feet, or just let your feet come out to the right or left, reaching those legs out in front of you. Beautiful, guys. We're going to find a couple forward folds, and then we're going to come onto our backs. So we're going to keep that right knee bent, bend into that left leg, bringing the left sole of the foot to the inner right thigh. You can open that right leg a little bit out to the right, so it's about like a V shape. Start to gaze towards that front foot. Inhale to lift those hands up, nice long spines. As you exhale, hinging from the hips, fold forward, let this go. Your leg doesn't have to be completely straight. If there's a little bend into the knee, that's okay. You can always maybe put a blanket or something soft underneath your leg to help support it. But wherever you are, just try to keep that right foot flexed. And imagine that the crown of the head is working its way towards your toes, rather than trying to draw the nose down to the knee, keeping your spine nice and long. Next time you inhale, slowly lifting up, keeping the same shape of the legs. We're just going to point those right toes. Bring the left hand behind you, fingertips face the back corner of your mat. We're going to lift up, so imagine someone's pulling your hips up with the string. Come onto that left shin, pointing those right toes down to the earth. Reach that right hand out behind you. And then as you exhale, slowly let this go. Switching sides, so bend into that right knee, left leg straight. Finding your foundation, flexing that left foot, nice strong leg. Again, bending the knee if you need to, no problem. Inhale to lift those hands up, nice length of your spine. As you exhale, fold forward. Finding your edge, letting yourself just hang out wherever you are. As we move, taking that right hand behind you, fingers face the back of the mat, finding that little lift of the hips. So imagine someone lifts your hips up with the string towards the sky. As we inhale, coming onto your right shin, reach that left hand behind you. Awesome. As you exhale, let this go. We're going to find our Baddha Konasana once again, like we did earlier. So the soles of the feet come together, grabbing onto the inner blades of the feet. Wherever you'd like the heels, so maybe pull them in, maybe press them away from you. Finding a little more space if you need it. Take a breath in here. Lift the chest, and as you exhale, you're going to just fold forward, coming to your edge, letting that shin fall in down towards the body. You can round the spine for this a bit. little wider than hip distance. Grabbing the tops of the shins, we're going to make sure there's enough room behind you. We're going to end up on our backs. So if you need to scooch up to the top of your mat, make your way there. Taking a few cat and cows like this, as you inhale, we're just going to open those legs a little wider. Lift that chest up between the thighs, shoulder blades draw together behind the back. And then as you exhale, let that chin fall into the chest, round your spine. A few more like this. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, let it go. Last one like this. Inhale, lifts you up. Exhale, let it go. Rounding that spine. You're going to keep it rounded. We're just going to lift those hands off of the shins. So engaging that core to keep you lifted. Take a breath in. And then slowly rolling onto your back, one vertebrae at a time. Imagining like someone's trying to press you up while you're trying to press your way down. Try to relax your shoulders if you can. Smile and descend nice and slow. I'll count from here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 2. If you're not already down, 2, and 1. Come all the way down to your back. Bringing those knees into the chest. Give yourself a really nice hug. You can rock yourself back and forth. Maybe you take little circles with the knees one way, and then take those circles the other way. Side out, let all of this go. You guys are amazing, wonderful human beings for even checking this out, maybe moving along. If you're here, we're going to come to our happy baby. Letting those knees come by our sides, finding the inner blades or outer blades of the feet. Just rock yourself back and forth. Beautiful, taking those knees together. Finishing off here with a few twists. We're going to draw the knees into the chest. Let your hands come out by your sides. As you inhale to prepare, as you exhale, we're just going to let both knees come off to your right. Gaze over your left shoulder. Awesome, guys. As you inhale, we're going to lift back up through center, nice and slow. As you exhale, take those knees off to the left. Gaze over your right shoulder. When you're ready, your next inhale brings you back up through center. Taking those knees into your chest. Maybe draw that forehead into the knees. Let go of any tension that you may be holding on to. We're going to find our Shavasana from here. So slowly starting to straighten the legs to the bottom of your mat. Letting the feet splay open. If you have a wall nearby that you can use for this, we can take our Shavasana with the legs up the wall, which feels really nice. I'll show you since I'm right here. We're just going to take our hip up to that wall and then start to reach those legs up, coming down to your back nice and soft. And then once you're lowered, you can kind of just scoot your hips in a bit, letting those legs straighten. This is great to just let the blood flow towards the heart. Wherever you are, whether you're reclined in your Shavasana, or maybe you decide to take this legs up the wall version, settling into your mat, letting the hands come by your sides. The palms can face up, or maybe they face down if you like to be a little more grounded in this moment. Maybe you have one palm on the belly, one palm on the heart, connecting to yourself just a little bit more this final few moments of your practice. settling in to this space, allowing the tongue to fall to the bottom of your mouth, allowing your hips to splay open and your body completely relax. Your belly can hang out, letting go of any sort of core engagement you might have had. This can be one of the most difficult poses in a yoga practice, but I feel like that means that it's the one that we may need the most in our lives. So taking your time to settle and let this whole practice kind of simmer in the body. Every inhale draws you up a little higher to the sky, while every exhale allows you to sink a little deeper into the earth. Letting your thoughts drift away with each breath you take. Remembering that you are not your thoughts, but in fact you're the one who hears them. So you have the choice to let them take over, or you can just kind of brush them to the side. Settling in to that spirit that lies in the deep space in your minds, and letting everything else go. Coming back to that idea of gratitude, being grateful for this moment, for yourself. I'm grateful for my practice, for my dog, for this beautiful music in my life. Thank you all so much for joining, whether you came across this today or this Tuesday or another time. If you want to press play or check out the video, I appreciate you giving it a shot. The light in me will truly honor the light in all of you forever. Namaste, friends. Thank you all so much. Thanks, Brock. Beautiful. I hope you guys have a beautiful